Hello and welcome back to The Cat Who Project, a podcast where we take a deep dive into Lilian Jackson Braun's world of Quill and Coco. Today is the very first episode of Book 2, The Cat Who Ate Danish Modern, and we'll be having a bit of a summary of the plot and catching up on what's been going on with Quill and Coco. So leading off from Book 1, The Cat Who Could Read Backwards, Quill was feeling quite pleased with himself. He had solved the murder mystery of who had killed Mont Clements. He was living in a nice apartment. He had become a cat dad to none other than Coco the cat, and he had a date lined up with Zoe Lambreath. At the start of The Cat Who Ate Danish Modern, we are 6 months on, and things are not quite as peachy as they were. Quillerin sits eating his less than appealing breakfast and considers his 4 problems. Firstly, he is womanless. Secondly, he received an eviction notice and in 3 weeks he will be homeless. Thirdly, at the rate the moths were feeding on his neckwear, he would soon be tireless. And finally, if he said the wrong thing to managing editor today, he might very well be jobless. He thinks, over 45 and jobless. It was not a cheerful prospect. But Quill soon discovers that he is not jobless, but he does have a new beat and he is not happy at all. He has been put in charge of a new colour weekly interior design supplement called Gracious Abodes. So that sets up the direction of The Cat Who Ate Danish Modern. Quillerin is finding his feet in his new beat, and in doing so he visits a couple of design studios. The first is Starkweather and Like. This is where he meets David Like. David is a very useful contact for Quillerin. He sets up Quillerin's first assignment, the Tate residence, and also invites him to his parties. It's at these parties that Quillerin gets to mingle and meet the decorator crowd. It's also through David's parties that Quillerin meets Harry Norton, who subsequently sublets his apartment to Quillerin while he travels to Norway. The other studio Quillerin visits is that of Mrs. Middy, and it's here that Quillerin secures his second assignment, the Allison House. It's also here that he meets Miss Alicogue Wright, who we know as Cokie. So Quillerin moves into Harry's apartment at Villa Veranda. He starts dating Cokie, he attends David's parties, and he starts writing for Gracious Abodes. But then disaster strikes. The day after the first edition of Gracious Abodes is published, the featured house, the Tate residence, is burgled. Mr. Tate's precious jade collection is stolen. The second house published, the Allison House, which is supposed to be a residence for career girls, is raided by police the day after publication and is found to be a disorderly house, embarrassing both the Daily Fluxion and Quillerin. The 2 main mysteries in The Cat Who Ate Danish Modern were who stole Mr. Tate's jade collection and who murdered David Like. Quillerin is kept busy throughout the book, trying to keep Gracious Abodes afloat, settling into his new beat and his new temporary apartment, dating Cokie, and investigating mysteries. And of course, Coco is instrumental in helping Quillerin to solve the crime. But he's not the only feline in this book. Quillerin consults a psychiatrist who is really just a lady who understands cat behaviour and is advised that Coco needs a companion. And at the end of the book, Yum Yum joins their little family. Well, that's it for this episode of The Cat Who Project. In our next episode, we'll be taking a closer look at the mysteries in The Cat Who Ate Danish Modern. My name is Rohan. Thank you so much for listening. See you next time. Bye now.